obviously a hell of a push in the third. What did you like most about the way you guys found a way to get a point?
That was great. I mean, our team never gives up. We've shown that over and over and over, and that's what's one of the greatest things about our team. We never thought we were out of the game. 3-0's a big deficit, and we just started playing the right way. If it was penalties tonight, that was the killer.
Obviously, you talk about the penalties. I mean, three on four in the first. Just how do you guys collectively kind of go about that? It's been an issue now for a few games.
Well, first off, we need to stay out of the box. Way too many kills. It's killing the vibe. I mean, one of our strengths is rolling 4 lines and three pairs. And once you get penalties, the momentum goes away. So we probably need to start killing off more, obviously. But the biggest part is just not taking them.
Thoughts on the pairing with Dumo? Seemed pretty comfortable together night one.
We thought we were pretty money tonight. Besides one mistake I had in the first, we didn't give up anything, and we were creating chances and moving the puck well. A lot of ozone shifts and stuff like that. So I thought we were great together, and really enjoyed playing with him.
You mentioned after the first. What was the message in the locker room for you guys to kind of turn it on come second and third?
Stop taking penalties. Let's give up no more goals, and let's just play hockey and believe we can come back. And that was basically it.
Yeah.
You and Mikey obviously have been together for a while, but do you think splitting you up can maybe help two guys who are still getting to know how you guys play get a little bit more comfortable?
Yeah, I mean, it seems, especially tonight, I thought both pairs played well. It was, like I said again, it's just a PK. The pairs played well. So it's definitely a good thing for our team that we can move guys around and play with different pairs. It's only one game, though. We got to continue to show it, and I think we will.
You obviously helped push from the guys in the third. What did you like most about the way you guys were able to find a way to claw back and get a point?
Yeah, I mean it was good on us for sure, but we can't put ourselves in those holes. We're taking too many penalties, and I might be the main guy I've taken a ton, so that's something that we got to fix, and we can't be in those holes. But obviously, it's good resilience to get that point back, and it's better to take 1 point back than anything.
Obviously, it's not just you. It's a lot of penalties and a lot of different games here. What's the fix to kind of collectively get through this and take fewer?
Yeah, I mean, it's early season. They're looking to call a lot of penalties, but we're not making it easy on ourselves either. Like there's just some stick checking. We just got to be a little bit more ready and battle a little bit more, move our feet and maybe get rid of some of those. But other than that, every game we played 5-on-5. We played. I feel like we've outplayed other teams, so we just got to clean that up.
What did you see on your goal?
Yeah, I just saw Juice, kind of walking down the far side there. Just wanted to, kind of push away from the defenders, and he made a hard pass there, and I just tried putting it on net. I think I went low far side, so it was lucky, but that was a big one for us. So that was good for the power play unit.
I feel like the unit as a whole is maybe a little bit more comfortable finding you in that bumper spot, and maybe you're a little bit more comfortable working around in the middle and getting open.
Yeah, I think it's a good spot. I feel like I can have some freedom there and move around, just kind of find little shots there. Even in the second period, Kobe found me in the middle, and I had some time there. Like I should have got one off there too. So they're making some good plays. I just got to bury a couple more there.
You talk about the 5-on-5 play. Do you feel like there are some real building blocks from when you guys do play 5-on-5 that you can take going forward and maybe get things rolling a little bit more consistently?
Yeah, I think it's just honestly is when we put our head down, we just went to work. We got it behind them, and we just forechecked them. That's when we kind of started to turn the ties, and then everything else opened up. So I think we just got to start with that.
Another heart attack kind of game here on the road. What did you like most about the way the group was able to claw back and find a way to get a point here?
Well, you like lots about it, right? If you take away the start, which you can't, it's part of the game, I get that, but the last 50 minutes, if that's what you want to call it, you like lots about it. We didn't give them much, and we didn't create a whole bunch, but obviously we created enough. Would like to see the score on the 4-on-3. We had some good looks. That would have made it a good night, a great night, actually. In the end, we can't be satisfied with just one.
A lot of good things 5-on-5. I felt like, are there some building blocks for you guys to take away from this one, especially when you are able to play 5-on-5?
Yeah, I mean, okay, we're taking too many penalties and we're getting scored on. So I think the one positive there was we had a really good kill in the third period to hold it. 5-on-5, Winnipeg didn't have much. Minnesota didn't have much. So our 5-on-5 game is starting to feel a little bit more like how we play. And we're going to score goals. I'm not worried about that. But we just had to tighten it up. So I think we're getting there. We take some of the penalties away, we'll be a good team.
We talked with Quentin in the room, and he took accountability for his penalty, but it's not just one guy, obviously, taking penalties. What's maybe the collective fix in that area just to limit that number?
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes when it rains, it pours. It started that way last season too, and I think in the last 30 games we took the least amount of minors to put us short. So I don't know what it is. I can tell you I talked about it 2 days ago, and that's why I don't like to talk about these things, because we took 7 penalties in the first period of the next 2 games. So it's a little bit of, I mean, there were some calls I didn't really agree with, I would tell you that. So there's some borderline calls, but hey, we're getting called, so we're just going to have to clean that up completely. We can't even be close.
First game for the new D pairs. I thought Dumo and Cease looked maybe a little bit more comfortable tonight than in past games. What did you think about the way that those 3 pairs kind of came together?
Yeah, I mean, again, we played pretty well 5-on-5. They didn't have a lot, so we'll review it to get a real deep dive on exactly how it looked. But from the bench, there wasn't much going on our end, so the defensemen along with the forwards, helping them out, did a really good job. We didn't give much up. That's the sign. I don't care who plays with who. You don't give much up, you've had a good night, wherever anybody's playing.
Mikey, Drew have been like such a staple, but can splitting them up maybe help to just kind of get guys who are still learning Kings hockey just a little bit more comfortable playing with like a reliable guy like that?
I don't even know if it's that. I wouldn't even say it's that. I mean, there's been some tough breaks along the way. I mean, take it back to Scheifele's goal. It's going 2 feet wide. It's a terrific tip by him. That happens every once in a while, not very often. So I'm not looking at it from that perspective. We're not trying to, integrate certain guys. We're just trying to go out and play and trying to get a decent rhythm. I thought we had that tonight. Pairs will probably stay the same. Probably change at some point down the line again to somewhere else. Who knows? But it's just important that we get playing well. And I think tonight was building on the Winnipeg game.
What did you like about the puck movement on Q's power play goal? Felt like it was snapped around pretty well and then integrated the bumper spot really well there.
Yeah. Juice ended up down there. That's usually Kuzi's spot. He made a nice play. Q actually faded out a little bit and didn't hold himself under the hash. Just a really nice goal. Good execution. That's what you need to do when you're on the power play. It's really all about execution. It doesn't matter who's where. When you give it your chance, you have to execute. And we missed a couple on the 4-on-3 where we hit skates and we weren't quite as sharp.